Fresh forever, the new sugar-free chewing gum in town brings you the 1988 O'Neill Snowboard World Cup.
Wow. 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 Wow.
In January of 1988, the beach hit the mountain for the first time ever, right here in Zers, Austria. The Swiss Arlberg Resort, more used to the attentions of the high-flying aristocracy of the social set, was playing host to the first O'Neill Snowboard World Cup. A new generation of winter sports freaks from every corner of Europe and America were coming together here in Zers and later in Bormio, Italy, for the inaugural celebration of a sport that threatens to become an addictive way of life for thousands of young fun seekers from around the globe.
Wow.
O'Neill, better known in the United States as manufacturers of wetsuits for windsurfers, are now taking the plunge into winter sports. After all, as this new breed will tell you, snow is really only frozen water. Perhaps that's what's attracted so many surfers to the sport. The Americans were the first to develop snowboarding, and as well as the surfers, a lot of skateboarders have joined the swelling numbers who seek that elusive wintry half-pipe high. In Europe, it was the mono-skiers, looking for another rung on the ladder of kicks, who took to this new and colorful branch of snow business.
Wow.
The tools of the trade are nearly always colorful, and the boards are shaped a bit like those that body surfers sometimes employ. Unlike skiers, snowboarders strap themselves in at 90 degrees to the line of attack. Boots can be hard or soft. The bindings look unforgiving, but the future looks bright.
Well, I think snowboarding is an upcoming sport. It's been growing the last couple of years. It's like exploding. And I think we got a really big future.
A funky future, even. There are 4 disciplines being contested here and in Bormio. The first will be a giant slalom, similar to the Super G of the Skiing World Cup.
Wow.
This is Petra Mussig of West Germany, the Martina Navratilova of the sport. She's favorite to carry the overall title, which comprises the GS, parallel slalom, moguls, and half-pipe.
Wow.
This is Sean Palmer of the USA, the John McEnroe of snowboarding, who usually threatens to burn it up both on and off the track. They used to call him Mini Shred, but he's grown some. This training run belies the raging fire inside. All is calm as the artist goes to work. One of his big rivals will be a European, Peter Bauer of West Germany. Another will be this young man, fellow American Craig Kelly, with 17 first-place finishes to his name in 86 and 87. And this is Evelyn Wirth of Switzerland.
Wow.
A former freestyler who switched to snowboarding 2 years ago and hasn't looked back since. She will be a big threat to Petra Mussig. The training runs are completed now, and up at the start it's time for the real off. The girls go first. Unlike the rest of Alpine Europe, the first week of 1988 has been kind to Zers, which boasts plenty enough snow to host this event. Evie Wirth looks good for a very fast time, but just as she hits the bottom part of the course, a gate placement throws her completely, and it goes out. Not too many problems for Mussig, though, who thunders down the top part of the course. But even she carries little speed round this difficult right-hander. Laurie Gibbs rode her board into town as the most highly regarded American. But she also has problems on this section and cannot negotiate the gate smoothly enough to carry good speed to the finish and overhaul Mussig. Neither can fellow American Tara Eberhard, whose slip right here spells the end of her chances. It's a slow train to the bottom. The others follow, but Musik has done enough to take first place. The men are led off by Jose Fernandez, a Swiss national with Portuguese parentage who's become something of an ambassador to the sport and a great competitor. Our high-speed camera homes in on Frenchman Jean Nerva, who hails from Les Arcs. He prefers the tighter gates of the parallel slalom and the roller coaster mogul fields to the superfast GS. He must wait till tomorrow. Sean Palmer, who's fallen at the very top of the course and lost valuable time. But here, he eats away at the deficit with drive and balletic aggression. It won't be enough. Next down is Peter Bauer, who makes a flawless descent to victory. The rest of the field follows in his wake, with effort, but without success. And so it's a big double for West Germany in the shape of Petra Musik, getting the better of the Americans in the ladies' giant slalom. And Peter Bauer, bettering Sean Palmer's time by over a second in the men's, with Ricky Fruman of Austria in third. The following morning, blue skies and perfect sunshine greets competitors and officials for the parallel slalom qualifying session. 32 places are open to the men, 16 to the women. In the afternoon, they go up against each other, head to head. But first, the battle's against the clock. There is magic in the air as the drama unfolds under a blazing midday sun.
Ready? Go!
Musik. Eberhard. Gibbs. Now the man, Sean Palmer. Peter Bauer. Jose Fernandez. Just watch him ride the gates like a matador. By the time the qualifying session ends, the sun has been consumed by cloud, and the finals are about to be contested in driving snow. The conditions couldn't be more different or difficult. Fernandez struggles to maintain his drive and line. There are some close contests, but everyone, spectators included, is finding it hard going. Peter Bauer wins his heat with ease, but he can't beat the combined time of Jean Neuve's first and second runs. For the girls, it is almost impossible. But 11/100ths of a blizzard-ridden second are enough to ensure victory number 2 for Petra Musik, ahead of Amy Howard and Evie Wirth. Jean Neuve's victory ahead of Bauer was achieved by the barely more comfortable margin of 21/100ths of a second. The all-rounder Kelly picked up third. The sun may shine brightly above the moguls' course, but down below, the temperature will dip to minus 17 degrees centigrade during the course of the day. Evie Wirth collects her first win with this snaking descent. Jose Fernandez helps her celebrate. Jean Neuve is also having fun.
I find O'Neill World Cup very nice this year, organization and a whole. I've enjoyed very much. It's for all the snowboard in the world. I think it's the first time there is all the country, a lot of people, and it's beginning to be serious now. When you say I win in a snowboard race, it's serious. It's not like 3 years ago where only few people, 2 world champions and cheap, and it was strange. Now I think this year is very important. O'Neill try to make a good organization and financial aid, and it's very, very nice now. I think snowboard is beginning to be real. It's the first year, I think.
This run is enough to give Jean his second successive win. So it's Neuve of France from Fendel of Switzerland and Lamar of the USA. Evie Wirth headed Kelly Hannon and Marcella Dobis of the USA. Here she talks about her affair with snowboarding.
I started snowboarding 2.5 years ago. And I started because I was a freestyle skier. I did competitions. And I always dreamed about wave surfing in the ocean. And I tried it twice, and I almost killed myself. And then when I saw some snowboarders, I saw it's the same movements, and I really like it very much. And I tried to do it, and I learned it in no time. It's very easy to learn.
The final day. And once again, it's the turn of Petra Musik, who picks up win number 3 in the half pipe. Skateboarder turned snowboarder, Bert Lamar, is almost undisputed king of the halfpipe. Catch air and you may catch Lamar, but it's easier said than done. Le Master Lamar shows them all the way home. Twice. The Mercurial Palmer produces the jump of the day. But it's not enough to get him into the frame. First, Lamar. Second, the ever-consistent Kelly. Third, Jacoby. 1, 2, 3 for the USA. Mussig wraps up the overall title with Evie Wirth second and Laurie Gibbs third. This beautiful crystal pineapple symbolizes the marriage of the exotic and the cool that is inherent in snowboarding. It's also worth £7,000. Overall champions Petra Mussig and Craig Kelly won't be taking it with them from Zers to Bormio.